click. You know, I was just waxing poetic a moment ago before we went on the air tonight of just how 3 years ago this was so much simpler, but not as fun, I don't think. You know, I didn't have your help. I didn't have James on board to help.
We didn't have wine.
We didn't have wine. Well, I probably did have wine from time to time. Wine and beer. Now suddenly I want to see Rent. That's a great musical. Have you ever watched that musical? Oh, it's fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Have you ever seen it, James?
I have not.
Ah, dudes, that's it. We're gonna have a team building night at my house. We're gonna watch the musical Rent because it was amazing. All right, James is on board. Elizabeth is here. Sierra is here. Hello, my friends. It is wonderful to see you. Guess what? It's Monday. It's 8 o'clock. And if it's Monday at 8 o'clock, then it's Mighty Monkeys Nerd World News. And I am your host. My name is Matt Murdock. With me, as always, Jennifer Walters. And on the other screen next to me is our dear friend logging in from Westchester County. That would be Hank McCoy hanging out with us tonight. It's great to see everybody today.
Oh, my stars and garters.
Okay, so who's Jennifer? Whatever.
She-Hulk.
Oh.
It's Bruce Banner's cousin, and she's also going to be having her own Disney Plus series, and she's a well-known, highly rated lawyer. So she would definitely be hanging out with Matt Murdock.
Well, yeah, but I didn't know who she was.
Well, see, she's going to be played by.
Don't talk about it, Peter. We haven't watched it yet.
She's going to be played by Tatiana Maslany from Orphan Black, and it's a fantastic show, which I've only seen half of it, but I got to see the rest of it. And yes, Peter, no spoilers. We're going to catch up with the season finale of Flux this evening, probably. Chris dropping some sweet Marvel knowledge. Yeah, look at me. Because I know these things.
I don't know these things.
All right, that's okay. We still love you anyway.
I was going to say, I was thinking of like Jessica Jones.
Jessica Jones is not a lawyer though, and you were pre-law in college.
I was pre-law in college.
See. I remember all of this stuff. Mm-hmm. People like to pick on me for the things that I forget, but there's a shit ton of stuff that I actually remember.
There's too many history courses.
Oh,
I don't like history.
I can't be with you anymore. I can't like you anymore.
Bye.
Bye,
Felicia.
You're in my house.
I have to sober up.
You have to sober up.
I'm not going anywhere for a while.
All right. Speaking of Matt Murdock.
To your first thing and be
ready my friends, here we go. This is the beginning of the show. Tonight we're going to talk about the obvious. Things that we've known for quite some time. Kevin Feige finally confirmed today. Things we have talked about on several occasions. Kevin Feige finally confirmed today. And things that we pretty much had already sold our soul to look forward to. Kevin Feige confirmed today. Charlie Cox will be the MCU's man without fear. Daredevil is now officially back. He's now officially in the MCU. And we are all officially going, no shit, Sherlock. James, did you have anything? Because I remember as soon as I posted that I was going to talk about this article today, you were like, oh, I've got things to say.
Yeah, worst kept secret ever.
Yes, yeah. It's seriously the worst kept secret ever. Now, do we anticipate that he's going to just be in Spider-Man, or is he going to be popping up like the Black Widow did and throughout, phase 1, 2, 3, where she was kind of like the ultimate background character and supporting character?
I believe what from my hearing, he will have an appearance in Spider-Man No Way Home.
Okay.
Past that, I'm not sure. And there's been rumblings of another character from that little Netflix series appearing on Disney Plus shortly, but that's possibly entering spoiler territory, so we won't go that far.
We want to be careful. The thing is at least you don't have the reputation of Tom Holland or Mark Ruffalo for spilling beans, right? Mm-hmm. That's a thing.
Will you copy and paste the link into the chat?
I'm going to copy and paste the link into chat because somebody apparently asked it and Tanya saw it.
No, it's just, remember I was talking with Deanna that we can give them the direct link to the...
Did that link actually go live? Oh, that's a terrible link. That's not going to work. It's on comicbookmovie.com. So guys, you can find it fairly easy there. I'm sorry that I'm going to delete that because that looks like hell.
Yeah, that's a Philips CDI link.
Okay.
There's a video game joke for the few people who will get it.
There we go. Maybe I can't. I don't know. All right. So anyway, wow, I really duffed that one, didn't I? Put user in timeout. Yeah, I'm going to put myself in timeout. Let me do that. Let me delete comment. There we go.
Okay.
All right. I don't think that's going to stray over to the other three, but there you have it. Moving over here to a comment from Elizabeth Rice. As glad as I am that people who kept laughing at the Netflix shows weren't MCU canon, were 1,000,000% wrong. I was kind of hoping there'd be an opening for David Tennant to have another MCU role. Yeah, well, here's the thing. If Jessica Jones makes the transition somewhere along the line, then that means Kilgrave is now MCU canon. So it kind of backlogs that.
6 degrees.
6 degrees of Mark Shepard. It works out somewhere along the line, and Tanya won't understand the reference.
Just because I can't play the game doesn't necessarily know what I don't need. I don't know
I'm
the
picking
game.
on you. I pick on you. That's what I do. All right. So new comments. Speaking of Jessica Jones, yeah. Hi, Chrissy. It's good to see you. And Sierra Beers, nice of the princess to invite us over for spaghetti. Hi, Luigi. Does anyone know when Stranger Things will return?
I'm Googling now.
Tanya's going to Google that. And while she's doing that, I'm going to vamp like a crazy man because it is.
I can't Google that and do comics at the same time.
It's okay. It's going to take me a moment to set everything up. So you go ahead and Google Stranger Things. I'm going to push the camera over here because we're a high-tech organization.
How about I Google Stranger Things?
All right, James is going to Google Stranger Things. There we go. And I apologize for everybody for the motion sickness there.
Mid-2022.
Mid-2022 for Stranger Things. All right. So with that being said, are you comic chicking this week, by the way?
Yes, we actually are comic chicking this week. We're going to do 2 weeks in a row because the Girl Scouts of Western New York have claimed Anne's time for next Wednesday.
Look, it's me.
I know, it's so awesome to have you on there. And Anne and I have made it to the back of a shirt with that logo.
I know, isn't that amazing?
It's on, so if anyone wants that logo heat pressed on a bag or a t-shirt or whatever, we can do that. Well, actually, we need to get Just to do that.
Yeah.
But we're going to talk about some comics this week, and I think Anne and I talked about we're going to open a lot of the boxes that are currently in the comic book room.
Okay.
Yes, in the room of holding.
All right. So here you go. Here's your first one. Boom.
Inferno number 3. Nimrod strikes. Krakoa.
Krakoa.
Krakoa. That's what I thought. Krakoa's troubles don't attack one at a time. Jonathan Hickman reunites with his Powers of X collaborator, R.B. Silva, for the penultimate chapter of his X Swan Song.
So what does penultimate mean?
The big ultimate top thing.
It's the second to last. So penultimate leads to the ultimate.
Whatever.
So penultimate is just before the ultimate. Yeah.
Jessica goes, I'm not reading that logo again. So she must have heard me.
Next on the hip rate of fun.
Giant size Black Cat Infinity Score number 1. That is an awesome cover. Infinity Score Part 4. This is it, the grand climax to the Infinite Destinies and the Infinity Score and the totality of Black Cat from the past 2 years. All in this oversized special. Black Cat has brought half of the Infinity Stones together. How could they still touch it? Never mind. Collecting a level of power that hasn't been seen in years. But to what end? This hasn't taken her out of the crosshairs of Nick Fury or Nighthawk. And with the Infinity Stones involved, can Thanos be far behind?
Dun, dun, dun. Click.
Cowboy Bebop number 1. I keep seeing all these hashtags for Cowboy Bebop.
They've just done a live action series. It's on one of the streaming services.
Netflix.
Thank you. Netflix.
An original story set in the year 2171. The bounty hunter crew of the spaceship Bebop chase an ex-gang member who holds a vest which gives the wearer unlimited luck.
Unlimited luck? Dun, dun, dun. Where did that go?
It's in the corner somewhere.
If I had the window open, you would have been littering on my driveway.
Oh, I would have picked it up.
Anyway.
Last one for the week. Lady Mechanica, the monster of the Ministry of Hell, number 1.
So cool.
I like the outfit. Elizabeth Rice, do you think you could make that for me? Never mind. In a Victorian asylum full of grotesque inmates, sadistic guards, and a fanatical doctor, a young lady wakes to find her arms and legs have been replaced with mechanical limbs. But who among this gruesome menagerie is the true monster of the Ministry of Hell? The origins of the notorious adventures known as Lady Mechanica.
Dun, dun, dun.
That is a really, really cool costume. I don't think I'd like my arms and legs to be replaced.
You wouldn't be seeing them because she's got the long coat going on there and the leggings and the boots and everything like that. So you wouldn't actually have to have mechanical parts.
Oh.
But I don't know if we have some seamstresses at our disposal. I mean, there's some people out there who could whip that up. So I think that's the thing to look into. That'd be awesome. So, so yeah, there's a thing. There's my email address as I bring the camera kind of swinging back over this way a little bit more. We have turkey coma. Juno is taking a nap at the moment. But if you guys have anything, any questions, anything you'd like us to take a look into, please feel free to let us know. And the link underneath it is our link tree. It's basically our entire online presence, our podcasts, our social media, etc., etc., etc. So please feel free to find us. Now, this is the time where I'm going to go split screen. Boom, there he is. Hank McCoy from Westchester County. How you doing there, big man?
Doing quite well, Chris. Thank you. I'm sorry. Quite well, Matt. Thank you.
Do you have any graphics that I need to be queued up for over here?
I think they should be in the slideshow already.
It should be in the. Oh no, I don't see any slideshow with yours in it.
That's funny.
Let me just check real quick.
There it is.
Oh, it jumped past. All right, I see it. I see it. All right, give me just a second here. I'm going back into present mode, and I'm going to remove myself. James Irish, it's all yours.
Okay, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good... Wait, that's how I introduce the podcast. From the desk of a dingbat behind a tune rack... No, that's how I introduce my new YouTube series with Pembroke. I don't have an intro for this yet. Well, let's just jump in. On Thursday this week, Chrissy and I are talking about the evolution of Jackbox games, from their origins as learning video to the heady days of the initial boom of You Don't Know Jack, all the way to their current success with the very diverse Jackbox Party Packs. We'll be discussing our favorite games of the numerous titles they've brought out over the past decade, and generally just having a chill time talking about some mostly chill games. There is nothing chill about Bomb Corp, let me tell you. Then on Friday, Pembroke and I finally returned to the world of theatrical short subject cartoons with a look at arguably the unluckiest cat that ever spent his 9 lives over and over and over again. Sylvester may be best known as a hungry house cat after Tweety Bird or Speedy Gonzales, but his filmography includes a broad range of themes, including some of the downright creepiest Looney Tunes to ever come from Termite Terrace. We'll break down 4 very different cartoons with nary an innocent canary or a sombrero-clad mouse in sight in any of them. Chris, that's what I got. Back to you.
James, as always, thank you very much, my friend. It is always happy to have you on board with us.
I bid you adieu. I have to go set up for a podcast now.
All right, my man. Record happy. I'll talk to you later. And give Pemmy our best.
Right on.
Talk to you later.
And he's gone.
And he's gone. All right. Slipping out of our lives just like that. Ladies and gentlemen, we have an announcement about the company that we have.
Not about the con.
Not the con. This is not a convention. This is not a guest announcement. This is basically just a matter of recognition. We, the board of directors of the Mighty Monkey Corporation, we got a chance to get together and spend some quality time the other night. We had dinner together and we had a lot of fun.
We had a Friendsgiving. It's the first time that we didn't talk shop, so to speak, for the majority of the night. It was really nice to just unwind, relax, and
we had a lot of fun
and reminisce about certain things. But then a little bit of business came
bit of business popped up. And so, you know, the board of directors, you have Dan Carmen, myself, Chris Frank, Tanya Metris. We have Ann Liebig, Deanna Schulmerich, and Brian Burke. That's your 6 members of that's the staff who basically puts together everything every year.
But we can't do it alone.
But we can't do it alone. And we've had a lot of really close people to us over the years who have hung in there every minute, every show, every time that we've gone to war with anything. They've been at our backs and helped us out. And so we are in the process of creating a junior board, a steering committee.
People.
We're going to be promoting some people, some folks who have been volunteers and staffers over the years. And this steering committee, your duties are really not going to change all that much, but I wanted to basically come up with a way to recognize the contribution of some folks from day one, people who have been with us from the beginning.
And our joke was they're the 5 little monkeys.
The 5 little monkeys. We're the Mighty Monkeys and we're the 5 little monkeys.
We're 5 little
all
monkeys.
Right. So real quick, what I want to do is welcome to the high command of the Mighty Monkey Corporation, none other than Miss Chrissy Harding, Mr. Andy Mertzke, our box office goddess, Sybil Corbin, Missy Burke, and the green room extraordinaire, Henrietta Harriet. We'll be getting in touch with you guys to tell you exactly what we're going to be doing to you in the near future because of that promotion. But congratulations to
A
all.
round of applause.
You know what? Not so much congratulations, but a huge thank you, each and every one of you. And now, and that's, I mean, James has been on board, and several people have been volunteers over the years for us, and have been there all out all the time.
Chrissy, yay!
Yeah, like Tony Bacchetta, and I can't even count the names of all the people. James Bourne, our own Jason, is coming out. He's been joining the team and coming in from the orbit of Pluto. I promise we're dragging you in. You got to be in. I'm not going to say that one name, but you're definitely within the boundary. You're coming up on Saturn very easily, buddy. Right? But you guys have been a huge help to us over the years, and we could not recognize you any further, any more than we already have.
That sticker is faster than I thought it would be. I don't see the sticker.
I'm not sure what she's.
I wonder if that's that one.
Oh, okay. All right. But and hey, Jorge Cruz is here. Jorge, my buddy, how you doing, my man? Good to see you. And I hope you're enjoying the show so far. So we wanted to make sure that was announced, that was mentioned. We'll
be getting together sometime in the new year as the 11 of us.
Yes. So we're going to have a little sit down and talk about what we're going to be doing in projects in the future, which means Flower City Comic Con 2022 and all points north and south of that. Now, I'm going to jump back into the storyboard. And so let's see. That takes me to clicking this.
There you go.
And then we got this handsome fella. These
okay, I'll go
handsome
back
fellas.
this way.
I'm going to move the camera this way towards me. There we go.
They don't need to see me. They need to see Tom Holland.
Yes. I need to see Tom Holland. You know what? Never mind. Tom Holland confirms role as Fred Astaire in upcoming Sony biopic. Spider-Man star Tom Holland is swapping his web shooters for dancing shoes. The 25-year-old officially confirmed on Sunday that he'll portray the legendary actor, dancer, and singer Fred Astaire in an upcoming biopic. In a recent profile for GQ, Oscar-nominated producer Amy Pascal teased that she wanted Holland for the part of Astaire in the forthcoming movie, as well as another trilogy of Spider-Man films. Now, that's definitely been a point of contention. MCU is like, yeah, we're going to do more Spider-Man films, and Sony's like, yeah, we're doing the Spider-Man films. We don't have anything actually confirmed yet. What I can tell you is that most likely there will be another trilogy of Spider-Man movies, and most likely they will be starring Tom Holland. However, there is, and I've looked, nothing set in stone yet. Multiple camps have said they're very interested in that happening, but nobody has actually put pen to paper and made things happen, to the best of my knowledge. I may be wrong, but you never know.
Quick question.
Yes. 42.
Did Fred Astaire do Singing in the Rain?
No, that was Gene Kelly.
Gene Kelly. Oh.
Yes, Gene Kelly.
But I was thinking, did they pick him because of the lip sync battle when he was doing the Gene Kelly umbrella? Because every time I see that, I have to stop and watch.
I got to tell you, Tom Holland, I love this kid. He's fearless and talented.
To be in a corset like that and fishnet stockings,
woo! He is, and not just that. Every time I've seen him on screen, the kid keeps the attention. He is a good human being and an excellent actor. We're going to see a lot of things from him. I'm sure he's going to be great. Anyway, moving on with the story at hand, Holland goes on to say that the script came in a week ago. He hasn't read it yet, but they have given it to him, and they're not worried about spoilers for all the obvious reasons. Pascal has received the script through Holland, though Holland noted, and she FaceTimed me earlier. I was in the bath, he said with a laugh. And we had a lovely FaceTime, and I will be playing Fred Astaire. Now, as I'm surfing through here, I don't see any sign as to when that film will be released. But as always, you know our mantra, as we learn things, we will share that with you. James goes ahead and points out Tom Holland can dance and looks a lot like a young Fred. Absolutely. Seriously, that's uncanny. I think he's a natural for the part. And he was also in a production of Billy Elliot. So yeah, the kid can move. The kid can definitely move. He's very athletic. And so that's kind of cool. I'm looking forward to that. That might actually be like a non-sci-fi thing that I would actually watch.
I think your mom would probably watch.
My mom would probably watch that.
Your mom would probably watch.
And then I would tell her, hey, that's the guy who played Spider-Man. She would be like, yeah, whatever. Speaking of Spider-Man,
dun, dun, dun.
Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse 2 is being split into 2 films, people. 2 films. Give me a Macaulay Culkin. Everybody, all at once.
Is this kind of like the last Harry Potter being split into 2 films?
I think that's going to be a thing you're going to see a lot now.
Because it's so.
Harry Potter, it's kind of led the. It's like with George Lucas when he did prequel movies. Suddenly, everybody had to do a prequel, right? So when Harry Potter turned that 7th book into 2 movies, you notice other like Twilight did the same thing, and a bunch of other people have taken stories and split them into multiple movies. Like The Hobbit got split into 3 movies for some strange reason, but we're not going to talk about that right now.
Twilight should have ended
Whoops.
with Blade.
I hit the wrong button. My bad there. Not only is Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse actively in development, but a second part to the flick is now on its way. Saturday evening, Sony announced the highly anticipated Into the Spider-Verse follow-up is not going to be just one film, but split into 2 separate features, a part 1 and, strangely enough, a part 2. I bet you didn't see that coming. You were thinking it was like be part 5.5. I don't know.
Part 6.
Part 6. The news was announced on Brazil's CCXP, where Sony also unveiled the first look at the upcoming sequel. Spider-Verse producer Chris Miller previously told us that he felt the original film was so successful because of the size and scope of the movie. He's quoted as saying, "This is a situation where the movie was so ambitious. It was trying to do so many groundbreaking things in its visual style and storytelling style and cinematic style. Everything about it, the sound mix was probably going to be groundbreaking, so it required a lot of work. Every version of these movies is a collaboration of hundreds of filmmakers working together, and the best versions, people are contributing their creative ideas, and the people, the directors and the producers are the ones that get to decide which of the things fit the road that you're going to go down." Now, Into the Spider-Verse is currently set for a release of October 7th, 2022. That's for part 1. We have no tentative date for part 2, or as Tanya so aptly called it, part 6 just yet. So that's the news from Lake will be gone on that end of the score. Let's go over here to the...
Elizabeth makes a good point.
Does she? I didn't even see it. Let me go ahead and find it.
Better to split into 2 parts than rush through the story. Because, yeah, it seems like, I don't know what we were talking about. We were talking about some show yesterday that they seemed to rush. What was it, Enterprise?
Enterprise got screwed on so many different levels because they were, I'm pretty sure that they were planning to do 7 seasons like all of the previous Star Trek series, the modern ones at least, had done before that. But then CW screwed that whole pooch up and shut them off at 5, and they rushed it, you know. And then the series finale of Enterprise turned into be just another episode of TNG, which I thought was a huge insult to the cast of Enterprise.
Did Scotty ever find Archer's Beagle?
He feels bad about that. As best I can tell you. And as Jason points out, in 2 weeks, The Matrix returns. I've seen some trailers for that. It looks like it should be fairly interesting. And I'll be in line to see that one. I'm sure of it. Jorge is mentioning it's great when good actors such as Tom tackle different acting genres. I agree with you, mate. Absolutely. That's a hell of a good point. And yep, as we're saying, Elizabeth says better to split into 2 than rush the story. Very, very good. All right. Let's say happy birthday to some folks.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, some folks. Monday, December 6th, that's today. Happy birthday to director Jude Apatow, actress Lindsay Price, Janine Turner, and Doctor Who's Noel Clarke. Do you know who Noel Clarke was?
Yes, he was Rose Tyler's boyfriend, something.
Boyfriend? Mickey.
Yeah.
Mickey the Idiot. And on Tuesday, December 7th, a day that will live in infamy, we say happy birthday to actor Jeffrey Wright, anthropologist Noam Chomsky, actor Nicholas Hoult, and actress Emily Browning. On Wednesday, December 8th, Ian Somerhalder, Terry Hatcher, Anna Sophia Robb, and Dominic Monaghan. Thursday, December 9th is a legendary day. Judi Dench, John Malkovich, hopefully the next governor of one of the Georgia, next governor of Georgia, Stacey Abrams, and son of Paul McCartney, none other than James McCartney. If you haven't had a chance to yet, and you have Disney Plus, watch The Beatles Get Back, because that was amazing for several different reasons. All right, now moving along. Friday, December 10th, director Kenneth Branagh, Raven Simone, singer Nia Peoples, and Summer Phoenix. Saturday, December 11th, we say happy birthday to the new Hawkeye, Haley Stanfield. Nikki Sixx from Motley Crue, Ryder Strong from Boy Meets World, and the legend herself, Rita Moreno, who returns to the West Side Story very soon in theaters. And on Sunday, December 12th, we say happy birthday to Bill Nye, Mayim Bialik, and actress Jennifer Connelly. Do you know who Jennifer Connelly's married to in real life? Paul Bettany.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Jarvis Vision. And here's a little tidbit for you. Karen, the voice of Peter Parker's suit that Tony Stark made for him, is Jennifer Connelly.
Happy birthday to James Irish tomorrow.
Happy birthday to James Irish tomorrow.
Thank you, John.
Thank you, John. Appreciate that. James, happy birthday, buddy.
I'm very much hoping that Alan Aldo cameos in Hawkeye.
That would be amazing. That would be amazing. One of these days, I'll talk about the time that I actually played that version of Hawkeye, Benjamin Franklin Pierce from MASH, on stage when I was at Brockport.
Will there ever be an
fun.
FC3 the musical? Maybe.
It's entirely possible. We were laughing about that over dinner that Saturday night, actually.
Something about Follies.
Yeah.
And it's just because I can't sing doesn't mean I won't sing. So
you know what? You're a better singer than you give yourself credit for. When you try, you are very good. When you're just warbling along with Stevie Nicks, then no. But
no one can.
Nobody can.
Yeah. No.
All right, my friends. That's all. If it's your birthday this week, have a happy birthday. Have a great week. Have a safe week. And we will talk to you all again next week.